Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at this viewer donated PC. We're going to compare it to a couple of other Windows XP era machines, and at the end of this video, this is finding a new home when we donate it to someone who just can't afford to build machines like this in their free time. But first, as is the case with many of my videos, we have an unboxing. So, let's get you in here and take a closer look at what's been donated today. Okay. Well, we've got this. Oh. Don't panic, CPU cooler will be in future box. I suppose the fact that this was shipped in a motherboard box does lend some hints at what might be in here. Thank you for the note. That's actually really cute. That's not a motherboard. That appears to be a graphics card of some sort. Very well packaged so far. Yep, there's a motherboard. What is in here? Very well packaged. A+, holy cow. It looks like... What is this? Okay, there's an M.2 slot there. What is this? This is what I get for not knowing anything about modern hardware, right? Okay. This kind of looks like a heatsink. Oh, this is an M.2 heatsink. This is for like an M.2 SSD. This is an M.2... some sort of riser, perhaps? Or not riser, but like a... What? How does... What is this? That is... a heatsink, but I don't know what for. There's some goo in there. Looks like more M.2 stuff. This has got to... Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Is this... I must be doing this wrong. There we go. Oh. Oh. This is an external SSD dock. Okay. Which probably means that this is a SATA M.2 slot, as NVMe requires PCI Express, and that's probably a SATA controller. This is wicked cool, actually. This is awesome. Thank you. We're going to look at this in another video. That's cool. That is wicked cool. Let's go for this one. It was on top. Although I am very curious about this motherboard. We've got an EVGA something. Short PCB. It's got to be newer. 4 gigs. Is this a 1050? It's a 1050 Ti. Oh my god. Oh, thank you so much. This is insane. I actually, this is going to get used in a lot of systems. The 1050 Ti is an absolutely phenomenal card. Even if certain versions of Linux are currently dropping support for the 10 series, that is cool. That is super useful. Thank you so much for sending this in. This is huge. You have no idea how much this is going to help us. Holy crap. Alrighty. Would have preferred anti-static packaging, but in theory this should still be fine. Now let's look at... I don't know what this is. Oh, it's another graphics card. Dual cooler. Oh, don't tell me you answered the call. What is this? It's a... Oh. My man. or woman, whoever sent this. Who did send this? Linda Query. Thank you very much, Linda. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, a couple videos ago, I put out the call. I needed a low-profile 1050 or 1050 Ti. This is going to save us. It's right behind me somewhere, but there's... Yes, I see it. There's a gateway. I'm not going to move the camera right now, but there's a slim gateway that this is going to go into. It has a Q6600, and we're going to prove that even today, the Q6600 can still be useful. We just needed a real graphics card, and unfortunately that system only supports slim cards. This is insanely helpful. You're the fucking best. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. I can't get over that. I don't think anything could be better than that. We've got some decent, looks like DDR3. 3 2 gig sticks of DDR3. That is perfectly acceptable. They are 1600 megahertz. These are pretty decent sticks. They're Patriot. Those are cool. Very cool. And I suspect that means... Okay. Before I look at anything, we have triple channel RAM. This could be socket 1366, or it could be extremely late 775. I don't think it is. That looks like a bigger chip than 775. So the question is, I mean, I know it's Intel. What do we have? A Sabertooth X58. This is 1366. Whew, what have we got inside? It's a i7 960. Whew. That is 4 cores, 8 threads of 1366 glory. That is a good CPU, but I think this board supports the Xeon X series, so we could probably put in like a 5650 or something. I've got a bunch of those. Get us 6 cores and 12 threads. Oh my god. We have an I/O shield. Holy crap, I never have I/O shields. This deserves a good build. I can't just slapdash this in together with something. This is a cool, cool motherboard. And this could be a very good computer. I think, wait a minute, there's more? Oh, this is for the cooler. What are you going to send? My goodness. You all are crazy, but thank you so much. Does this support SLI? Pardon me if I'm hopefully not too much in the way. The ultimate force. Okay. I don't see any SLI branding, but that doesn't mean anything. We're going to try it. Of course, we'll try it with some era-appropriate cards first, and then I'll see if I can find a couple of modern-ish... Okay, I say modern-ish, but newer than, you know, 2010 cards. That is so cool. I am stoked for this. This is going to be a cool build. But for now, we're going to stick it back in its anti-static bag here. We will test this very soon because this gives me ideas, and I have ADHD, so I can't wait. Thank you so much. We'll put all of this back in the bags they came in. This external dock is going to be really helpful for me, and I don't have anything that's good enough to deserve a heatsink yet, but you know, maybe in the future. And of course, both of these will be put to very, very good use. Thank you so much. And now, on to the video. Alright, now that that's out of the way, we kind of need to do some testing. But I don't want to start with this one. I want to finish with this one. Which means I need to find a computer to pit against it. that's not going to work. Oh. Spiders got into this one. I don't like that. Okay, well, we've got our contender. I don't remember much about this machine, but looking through it, it has a lot of really awesome features, like spiders. Lots of those. Apparently this wall has a small infestation of eight-legged friends. Not super keen on that. But I do know that this has a 9500 GT. A pretty reasonable card, all things considered. Way overkill for most Windows XP era games. This machine would have originally come with Vista on it, and I don't remember what type of CPU it has. It says Celeron D on the front, but I suspect we've upgraded it over whatever video we put this in. If I find it, it'll be linked in the description below. Maybe I should rewatch it to find out what hardware's in here. But, yeah, for now we're going to assume that I've upgraded this to a Pentium D instead of a Celeron D. And I hope that's the case, because that's the only way that this is going to put up any fight against this. This is overkill. This is an excellent PC. Let's find out. Do we have DVI? We only have DVI. That works out for me. How am I going to capture this? Ooh. Well, let's see if it powers on. That's a yes. I forgot to turn the screen on. Oh, you do not know how happy I am to see that this machine is still ready to go. Oh, we really had this thing ready to go. We've got everything. We've even got Legacy Update and Avast installed on here. Well, let's get the screen resolution correct, at least. A whopping 1600 by 900 on Windows XP. That feels really good. Now it appears that I didn't put that many games on here. Let's go ahead and throw some more games on here and see what she can do. Actually, before we even do that, what is our CPU? It looks like we have a Pentium D. Okay, so I did upgrade this. Pentium D, 2 gigs of RAM. This is a pretty decent PC. Let's get some more games on it. Alright, well that took a little longer than I expected it to. I've been out here for a couple hours just installing games. But we have quite a few new ones to test that haven't been on our lists in times past. So what did we pick up? Well, we've got our standard stuff such as Railroad Tycoon 3, which is surprisingly hard to run at the highest settings. But we've also picked up Saints Row 2, which does run on Windows XP, and I think that's going to be the hardest one to run of all the games that I've got installed. So, since I don't have my capture setup quite finished yet, let's point the camera at the screen and see how this machine does. Now remember, we're not benchmarking. We just want to see if these games are playable. I don't care about highs, I don't care about lows. All I care about is, can we play the games, and is there stuttering? Will we see the stuttering? Let's find out. Okay. Just to reiterate the specifications of this viewer-donated PC, we have a Core 2 Duo of some sort. I don't know what yet. I haven't even powered this thing on yet. But we have a 9800 GT, and I believe 4 gigs of RAM. We also have 128 gig, I think it's Ames IA SSD, so that's a pretty cool one. Oh, it's going to be a lot faster than the other PC, I'll tell you that. So, let's get all of this connected. And I'm told he might have, or she, whoever they are, might have accidentally left a few games on here. Well, the light's dimmed. Okay. Does it still work? Did it survive shipping? And where's the power button? Where is the power button? Oh. There we go. Well, perfect. So this was an HP motherboard. Not a bad choice. Yeah, I can tell based on the I/O shield. I bet you this is going to be infinitely faster. Oh yeah. I think we have a 500 gigabyte hard drive in the other machine. Let's see what we've got pre-installed. It looks to me, and I can't see anything, like we've got Fraps, which is nice. GPU-Z. Huh. I struggled to get GPU-Z to run on XP. I think I'm going to rip this version. 9800 GT, that is a heck of a graphics card for Windows XP. Diskmark. DVD decryptor, that is a very, very useful tool, I believe, for reading ISO files. Of course, we've got VLC, Max Payne 2, Cryostasis, and 3D Mark 05. Huh. Max Payne. I think I have Max Payne 1. But I've got it on DVD. Let's go ahead and fire this up at the full resolution. See what this PC can do. I haven't even checked the CPU yet. We just want to see how smooth it is. How do I... Okay. We good? Come on, let me skip it. There we go. Wait, this seems familiar. Do I have Max Payne 2? No, I've got Max Payne 1. Oh, just let me skip the cutscenes. This runs perfect. I don't know what to do. Interesting. Huh. Well, we know this runs pretty darn good. Let's go ahead, install some of our other games, and see how they perform. Saints Row 2, that's going to be the one that we... Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm not a fan of Max Payne, apparently. It's crashed. Okay. Let's restart. Well, while we've got our games installing, why don't we go ahead and have a look at the specifications of this PC, as reported by Windows at least. I would like to know what CPU we've got. Ooh, Core 2 Duo E8600. That is one of the faster Core 2 Duos, a very good CPU. Yep, 4 gigs of RAM. Looks like we have the 32-bit version of Windows XP Professional. Service Pack 3, excellent to see. This is really a good PC, genuinely. Now, of course, I have yoinked PC Mark 05 and threw it on my flash drive. So after we're all done here with the games, we'll run PC Mark on this, see what its score is, and then try to run it on the other system just for comparison. There is no doubt in my mind that this PC will crush the other one. And when we're done, we're going to donate it. As we get our final game installed, I would like to say one thing. 128 gigs for a boot drive? More than enough for Windows XP. Many of the Windows XP computers that I had growing up only had 20 to 40 gigs total, at all. So this is more than enough. We have plenty of games installed, and we still have over 80 gigabytes of free space. So for any of you who are worried that you're not going to have enough free space if you only have 120 or even a 64 gig drive, you'll be fine. It's Windows XP. Don't worry about it. The vast majority of games for Windows XP of this era are only about half a gig, maybe a couple gigs if you're going late Windows XP like Battlefront 2 or Saints Row 2. No, those are exceptions. They are not the rule. And with that, I suppose we should test some games. We're not testing Max Payne 2. I'm sure it's a great game. I mean, it has critical acclaim. But number one, I don't know how to play it and don't have enough time to learn today. And number two, I don't have it on the other machine. So we're going to test the same games we tried on the other machine. After that, we'll do our benchmarks and give it away. And there we have it. I don't think that's too bad. We've gone ahead and started running 3D Mark 05. We will see what the results are in just a moment. And while I wait for that, I've got to recharge my lapel microphone. Whew. This is my second time recording this. Well, That's wrong. No, technically this is my first time recording this because I forgot to record this last time. I'm actually in the middle of editing the video right now, so I know the other results. Shh, I'm not going to tell you. You gotta watch. We've got a score of about 19,500 points, which is honestly pretty impressive for a Windows XP era machine. Most would receive a score of somewhere between 6,000 and 10,000. That's impressive. That is very, very impressive. And with that, let's move on to the next machine. And here we are with this machine. I've had some troubles just getting it to work. The version I ripped from this machine would not run on this, so I had to do my best to scavenge or scrounge around the internet to find something that would run. And even now it's got some errors that I hopefully cleared up, but I'm not sure. I mean, clearly something is running. Now, I'm expecting a score, just pulling numbers out of my butt, of maybe around 8,000. Now the reason I think that is in Saints Row 2, we were getting somewhere between half the performance and like a third of the performance of this machine with this one. And on top of that, we're not just like half the graphics card, we're half the graphics card. We're a worse CPU, we have half the RAM, we're on a hard drive as opposed to an SSD. Every single thing about this PC is objectively worse than this one. But it still played games reasonably well, so I am curious to see what, just how much this one curb stomps this one. I suppose we'll find out in a little bit. Assuming everything runs. Oh dear. Unfortunately, one or more tests have failed. Please submit your results online for further information and for possible solutions. What? Okay. Well, it ran every test, and it's just given me nothing. Oh, that is very disappointing because I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes while that ran. Well, that sucks. Maybe one day we'll get to benchmark this PC, but that is not today. We will be giving away one of these two PCs. I'm pretty sure he'll take this one, but we'll see. Before we get to that, though, if you liked this video, please consider giving us a like. It does help us in the algorithm. If you'd like to see more videos like this, well, down below somewhere you'll find a subscribe button. And if you'd like to see all sorts of behind-the-scenes videos and content, you can find that on my Patreon, link in the description below. And of course, if you'd like to send things in for me to donate or just to use for this video wall project, my P.O. box is in the description below. Now let's see if he even wants this PC. Pretty sure he will. Let's check him out. I don't even know if they're home. Ah, crap. Well, I didn't expect him to not be home. Talked with him earlier today. He said he'd be home all day. Okay then. Shoot. Caught me off guard. I don't know how to finish this. I guess what I'll do is I will wait for him to come back. I can't plan on him being back in time for me to finish this video, so here's what I'll do. When he comes back and I give away this PC, I will record that, and post it on Patreon as a free video for everybody. No ads, no nothing. Free for everybody. You don't have to be a member. And until then, thank you for watching.